Hey guys, it's Brandy with Brandy Mojo Tarot and Spirit Messages. I just wanted to come to you today with a Divine Soul Intimacy read. I finally got these cards in. And so I wanted to be nosy. I want to see what's going on in the Divine Collective right now in the intimacy department. Okay, don't really know how this is going to go, but I got in 2 new decks. I have the Tarot of Sexual Magic. Okay, I just want to put in here that this is my disclaimer, and it's verbal. If you do not want to see explicit images of sexual nature, you need to click off this video. Since I generally wind up, honing in more on the love energies, I was guided to buy this deck, so I'm going to test it out. So far, from what I have been able to do with these cards, they're actually pretty amazing. The energy of these cards, really, it not only taps into the sexual nature of things, but it actually helps you identify, things within the self. So it's very good. It's very good energy in these cards. So I was also guided to get the Wisdom of the House of Night deck by Colette Baron Reed. These cards are really, really, really beautiful. So for the Oracle cards, I'm going to use these today. We're going to tap into the Divine Masculine and Divine Feminine energies. We're going to see where they're at in the house of intimacy, like how they're really feeling about each other, those deep desires, like what are those deep desires about? So I'm going to get right into that. I'm going to light this Palo Santo if I can find my lighter. And naturally, I sit down to do this and I don't have everything I need. Okay, excuse me, just for a second. Naturally, my honey swallowed it. Sorry, guys. Give you guys a little bit of cleansing. Now me. Alright, let this burn for a second. I did sage and smudge. I did smudge the cards, but just to be on the safe, I'm going to go ahead and do it again. since I went through that whole awakening process that I went through just a few weeks ago, um, I now understand that even if I just leave my cards sitting out, which I do most of the time, even every time I touch them, I still need to cleanse them, because now I can really, 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 really feel energy. I know in these cards, like even if I've smudged them and I've cleansed them, if I can feel the slightest bit of energy that doesn't agree with what I'm trying to do here, you know, I gotta cleanse that out. So cards, just like human beings, we're all tools for spirit. So naturally, any little thing, any kind of like any little particle of energy that doesn't belong, these cards are still going to draw that. So I just wanted to make sure that the energy they're clean up here today. I don't own the rights to this music either, guys. So I just want to throw that out there. I actually found it to be pretty chill. I liked the vibes today. No music, no words, just the vibrations. If you want to know what this is, it is stop non-stop. Slow hip hop. I found this on iTunes. It's called Love Songs and Chill Music. I'm gonna change up the mood a little bit because I really like this one. I like the saxophone. Alright. I'm just gonna let the Palo Santo burn out on its own. We're gonna get started. Alright, so trying to decide what I want to start with. I'm going to go ahead and start with the Oracle today. We're going to start with the Divine Masculine. Actually, no, I'm going to go ahead and start with the Divine Feminine energy. I don't want to leave the Divine Feminines out of the cold today. Like, I'm going to go ahead and make the Divine Feminines feel special because they need to feel special. Alright, Spirit. I call in earth, air, fire, water, spirit, and ether. Ascended masters, guides, wayshowers, and ultimate source. Please make me a clear channel for this divine feminine intimacy read today, along with the divine masculine intimacy read today. So I want to thank you for allowing me another day to come and deliver this message to the divine collective watching. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, so moving forward, what is the energy for the divine feminine in the now for today, for this weekend? This is going to be an overall weekend read. If it doesn't resonate now, it could always resonate for another time. We have grove, understanding, fulfillment, and high priestess of spirit. Okay. All right. The bottom of the deck, we have the warrior for the energy. The warrior. All right. Divine feminine is in her warrior spirit today. The warrior card, whatever you are experiencing right now will all be well. If your question is regarding love, this card represents someone who is deeply committed, protective, and kind to you. Friendship and love are sacred, and these qualities are important for a relationship to grow. If this person doesn't have these qualities, then move forward. For I, Nexus, or Nyx, the goddess of the night, I will send you someone with a true warrior spirit instead. Remember, life is about learning and discerning who is true and who is not. There is another message here to consider. Do you embody these qualities in yourself? Now is a good time to think about how committed you are to your path. My beloved child, when the warrior appears to you, it is such a fortunate sign that no matter what is happening to you in your life, you are truly protected. Okay? So that is the energy of the read. And for the Grove card, this is really about making decisions about the life path choices that you've made. And the affirmation, like the meaning for this card is I, Nyx, the goddess of night, invite you to my grove to heal your wounds and mend your heart. Now is the time to apologize to anyone you've harmed, make your friendships whole again, and choose healing over anger and pain. Choosing my beautiful grove is a powerful sign that you are at a wondrous and strong time in your life. Show compassion and kindness to others. No one is perfect yet. Imperfection is as perfect as it is. If you are hurting, know that the time will pass and I watch over you. If someone you love is hurting, take this time to be there for this person. The sacred grove heals all aches and pains, especially a heart that has been wounded. Okay, the next card is understanding. And in this card, the divine feminine is she's standing on the beach and she's got her hands up to the sky, and it's like spirit is filling her with a power and energy and love and comfort and warmth. And she is also she's being enlightened. She's being enlightened. Okay, the card number for this is 43. Um, so if you're into numerology, those numbers may resonate with you somehow. 21, 43, and with the warrior card you have 2. So my life path number is 2. So with this card, this is a symbol for deep and true comprehension. It is one thing to read something or to hear something, but it is another thing to truly understand something. You're being asked to keep an open mind and heart and allow yourself to absorb information as you receive it. Be open to the wisdom that can only with time and patience and perspective. Try to get outside of yourself and imagine what it is like to walk in someone else's shoes. To understand is to have power. Okay? And I believe right now in this energy, this is where the divine feminine is actually finding her fulfillment. There's fulfillment here for the divine feminine within the spirit. And 3 and 4 make 7. And the understanding card. So it's being divinely and heavenly guided for definite. This is a sign that all your needs are being met and that you're close to achieving your goal, Divine Feminine. I celebrate your choices at this time, for you have drawn the symbol of fulfillment. Now it's time to integrate and digest what you have learned of late. Savor every moment and know that every encounter is intended to feed your soul. You're meant to have a rich and satisfying life and taste all that experience has to offer. Look around and recognize all the way that your life is already full. You have so many reasons to feel good about yourself. All is well and will be well when you choose fulfillment. Okay? And so with the High Priestess Spirit card, you here have another 7 here. It's really beautiful. These cards are extremely beautiful. I love the fact that all of the human depicted cards. I love how their bodies are adorned with tattoos of different varieties. And the main one is the moon symbol. I am Nyx, goddess of night, and you've chosen this symbol to help guide you on this journey to find an answer to your question. Consider that there is an invisible spirit within all living things. Know that all things, events, and experiences are woven together like a magical web that can be seen only in the darkest of night, and not only by human eyes. My child, everything that you need to know is a part of the divine scheme of things. A meaningful coincidence, a blessed friendship, a lover, and a significant experience are all orchestrated by me to help you become the powerful being that you were meant to become. No matter what is in front of you, something important is brewing. You will know the answer to what soon enough. But I keep the secret why. You may step forward knowing that some things are meant to remain a mystery. And honestly, I want to add that, by being a woman in general for the Divine Feminines, that is the mystery. We are the mystery. You know, we are the mysterious beings. How do we give birth to life? How do we, how are we looked at to be the ones to give guidance and, you know, all of these other great and grand things that make up the embodiment of what feminine really means, of the spirit of being a feminine right now is actually something, I don't know, I'm more embracing it in these times. So that is definitely a good thing. Okay, so we're going to tap into what the Divine Feminine is really feeling on an intimate level. Okay, we're going to tap into this Kundalini energy today with the Divine Feminine and the Divine Masculine. So right now, we're going to see what is going on with the Divine Feminine in that Kundalini energy right now. Okay, there's a lot of emotions, a lot of things, a lot of energies moving through. I feel like I need to slow that down a little bit. Sorry, guys. It's a little bit more mysterious. All right. Sounds way better. This is called Sexy Lady anyway, by the way. By Lounge Cafe Deluxe. If you're looking. It's a little bit more was a lot more mellow. Thank you. Thank you. All right. So, Divine Feminine, what is going on in the intimate department? Okay. Two of Wands. This glare on these cards is crazy. Okay, you have Divine, you have a feminine and a masculine sitting at a table. You know, they're flirting, but this card, they're just talking over dinner, you know. Maybe there is some communication going on with the Two of Wands card here. I want to know more, so I'm just going to go ahead and pull the spread and see what Spirit has to say about this. Okay, I've got Two of Wands, Seven of Wands, Queen of Pentacles, Strength. You have the World card. The Sun. Six of Pentacles. Okay, I see now. All right, makes more sense. Whew. Well, that's a lot of cards. So okay. There is a message here though. So alright, I feel like this is a separate message in itself, but I'll figure out where that goes here in a minute. Okay, so the bottom of the deck I have the Fool card. Right, and the Fool in this deck is really in representation of an erotic outburst, okay? Surrendering to love. The magic action of this card frees us from uncertainty, urging us to surrender to love, willingness to spontaneity, and spontaneity to willingness. Okay, so the overall energy of it is the feminine is releasing her. She's surrendering. She is surrendering to the idea of love, and even if it is not physically with her at the moment, she is surrendering to the idea of love and that love is possible. This is also coming from the transformations of the Divine Feminine, going through the transformations of fulfilling herself with her self-love. Okay, so right now she's embodying the energy of the Fool to release and believe in love again. And so she's having faith that there's a reason, why, you know, she's feeling some type of way right now. Okay, with the Two of Wands, you know, you have these two sitting at the dinner table, and the Two of Wands represents the idea of nearness. This is the card of the magic of sliced bread, sharing every bite of food to unite with another person without losing yourself. Okay, the Divine Feminine has gone through that phase of losing herself when it comes to love and intimacy and relationships in the past. And this is not something that she wants to repeat. But at the same time, it's a good thing that the overall energy is that she is in the full energy, because now she is believing that it is possible to love again and not completely lose yourself. She's now seen what it takes, to be able to withstand emotion, within the dynamic of a relationship. So, the divine feminine is also, with all of this understanding that the divine feminine is getting with the understanding card and the overall energy with, the oracles, bringing forth the actual energies, of understanding fulfillment and raising the elevation, of the spirit source, within the self. So the divine feminine, with the seven of wands next to the two of wands, you have nearness, and then you have um whispering, the magic of the Lord here. He's got the divine feminine wrapped in his arms, and he's whispering things into her ear, and he's caressing her. And then you have the watcher, who is the lizard. It's like the lizard is giving the magic over. So with this card illuminates feelings and situations, so the divine feminine may have a situation that she is, being faced with, where, you know, um, the suspicions and doubts that she may have had in the past are now moving out, and they're dissolving. Like, so with the Queen of Pentacles here, this card is about staying cool, remaining calm, and the magic of the bay leaves. There's a bay plant growing in the window. This would be the magic of the card, the bay leaves in the room. If you think about bay leaves, the bay leaves are used in magical rituals a lot, especially when it comes to um, bringing serenity and material abundance. So, you know, this card is for the feminine, saying, like, it means that you must fight the coolness and convince your partner to be generous, both sentimentally and materially. This will bring serenity, safety, and sincerity into the coupling. So, what the divine feminine is doing with her energy is creating a mirrored effect within the divine masculine, where the divine masculine is going within himself, and he is kind of releasing his hold on the material world, because that's where his ideas of love are tied up into. And so it's like the divine feminine is tempering this within her energy. And so, it's funny I say that, because the thumbnail on this video is the card of temperance. It's the lady sitting there, she's transmuting energy, and that is basically what the divine feminines are doing right now, within their desires. Their desires are coming forward in the divine masculine and the divine feminine dynamic, where the divine feminine is remaining cool in her energy, while her divine masculine on the other side of things is transmuting energy for more sincerity within the dynamic of the relationship. And so you have the strength card here, and you have this woman. She is not wrestling a lion in this photo, but she's wrestling a freaking wild hog, okay? If anybody knows about wild hogs, they are very, very, very dangerous animals, okay? And what I'm getting from the energy of this card is that the divine feminine is wrangling this very, very destructive energy, and she's like G.I. Jane on this sucker right here. she's definitely tackling it down, and she's embodying the strength, of savage. She's savage on this energy. Man, she said, no more. I'm ready to be in my loving union. The world. Okay, and with the strength card, though, here I have to go back to this. The strength card is about dominion, dominion over that which has taken the divine feminine down into a place where she doesn't want to go there again. She is now standing in dominion over and in supremacy. And this is about supremacy requires the utmost concentration of magic force to resist outside attacks. Okay, this is outside attacks in energy. Naturally, the divine feminines just went through a very they just came out of a very brutal well, it was a portal. Like, we just walked through a very serious portal, and coming out of that energy, we're still battling that low vibe shit, because it's just like another test saying, okay, well, divine feminine, have you learned your lesson? And we're like, okay, yeah, we sure have. We are tackling this beast head on. We know what's up. Okay? We know what's up, and we know that when we transmute this energy, it's going to bring our divine masculine home, because we know this motherfucker watches us. We know he's missing us. We know he is dreaming and fantasizing about the day. And so, while divine feminines are tackling this energy, they're ending cycles and beginning new ones. And this card is about bringing in the love, gratification, magic, intimacy. Touch ensures continuity, and gratifying and complete relationship. Peace and lasting happiness and serenity. All right. Okay, this is what the divine feminine is moving toward. She is moving toward peace and happiness and serenity, and she is finding fulfillment. And with the lessons learned, she is tackling that energy, and it's making her more desirable. I believe I'm getting the notion that it's making her more desirable to the divine masculine. Okay, because then I have these two cards. I have the feeling that these are the clarifiers for the headspace up here. The Five of Cups and the Knave of Swords. Okay, yes, this definitely does pertain to the battle that the divine feminine has been in this energy, where she is tackling this low vibrational energy. And it's also a part, I feel like this is also connected to the kundalini energy that is happening right now as well. That's also fuel, like the sexual energy or the fiery energy that's coming from the sexual dynamic of the twin flame, your divine souls. It is triggering that fire, that fight, to conquer the enemy, or to conquer the opposing energies or the opposing forces that are working against the divine soulmates. So you have the Five of Chalices, which is the guilt card. It's magic of glowing ember. The weight of the past and its consequences is always remembered, but must be left behind to break overly oppressive attachments. You must open yourself to adventure and freedom. Okay, and then you have the Knave of Swords, which is about biting. It's the magic of bitter almonds. And this card means the enemies of the couple are both inside and out of it. They should look at each other. Vigilance does not distract from pleasure, and pleasure does not distract from vigilance. Okay, so this is the battle within, the intimate, the deepest, darkest, intimate connections of the divine masculine and the divine feminine, and where the divine feminine is at right now. Okay, but this is all in her headspace. What the divine feminine is thinking about in her heart space, though, is that, the sun is about fusion. She's thinking about fusion. She's thinking about love making. She's thinking about making love to her divine masculine. She's thinking about what her soul desires the most. And that's the magic of, creation. Okay. This card is about fusion and fascination. This is about this is about the magic of fascination and what fascination is capable of in a good sense. Okay. The eye is the mirror of the soul and creates with it the magic of thought. If partners suggest happy images to each other, the couple reaches a state of union and lasting splendor. Okay, so the divine feminine in her headspace, like in her heart space, she is thinking happy thoughts. Thinking about she's thinking about a lot of things. The divine feminines are really craving their masculines right now. It's just the energy in the air. And the divine masculines are craving their divine feminines too. It's not a one-sided ordeal here. Okay, with the Six of Pentacles next to the Sun card, I have this is the card of boredom. The divine feminine is bored. She's getting bored with the situation. There are loves of the past and loves of the future. There is only one love today, and it must not be neglected. The divine feminine right now is kind of feeling a little neglected in the energy because she's missing union. She's missing divine masculine, and she doesn't understand that her divine masculine is standing outside the door watching her. He's just right there. But she's sad, and she's lonely, and she's thinking about union. She's also thinking about the dirtier aspects of things. She's in that mood where she could easily just be face down, ass up, and not even care. This divine masculine's got his hands in her hair. There are two girls, like, there are watchers, like, outside, and this is called the magic of the frogs. Okay, these two girls outside the door, they look like they're in shock and awe, but at the same time, they're definitely enjoying what they're seeing because it's definitely a show worth watching. I'm assuming, but at the same time, this divine feminine is feeling like, okay, like, she's looking away from the divine masculine. Divine masculine thinks that he's in control, and that's fine and good. But if you really think about it, if you really feel this card and look at the images in this card with the two girls standing outside the door watching what's happening, is that this divine feminine knows something. It's like she's got this secret, and there's like this mystery about this look on her face, and like she knows something that no one else does. I don't know why I just channeled that, but that's pretty much what I'm seeing in this card. Like, divine feminine's feeling a little bit alone, but at the same time, she's feeling kind of kinky. And like, when it does come to that point where divine masculine walks back into the door, she's gonna be ready for that hard stuff. Like, she's gonna be ready for the rough stuff. Beginning, come on, BC. Primal energy. I don't know. It's floating within the energy right now. It's more of a primal energy, and it's not just the divine feminine feeling it. The divine masculine is feeling it too. It's like they've been waiting for so long that they can't wait to rip each other apart. Like, it's just going to go down. That's just how it's going to go down. They're going to lock themselves up for about a week or two, or maybe a month. You never know between these, energies and, how passionate these people really are toward each other. But it's like there's the separation. It's divine feminine. They're just both ready. They're ready. Divine feminine's definitely ready. She's not playing. She is definitely not playing. Ooh, making me all right. Anyway, the Knight of Swords. This is about taming the magic. Like I said, the magic of the frogs. Hunting is an age-old sport. The end justifies the means, but but today's prey will be tomorrow's hunter, and vice versa. Okay, now there is this energy going back and forth between the divine feminine and the divine masculine. Like right now, the divine feminine is in huntress mode. She's like feral and she's like all, I don't know. She's like, that Katy Perry song, Dark Horse, just comes to mind. That's lyrically, that's the only thing I can think about. This is the energy that the divine feminine is in once again. She is in that dark horse energy. She's like, boy, you don't even know. You don't even know what is in store for you when you come home, dude. When you come home, dude, it's going to be on like Donkey Kong. You might even call him Donkey Kong. I don't know. It's just probably how excited he's gonna get. I mean, that's what I'm feeling. Sorry, guys. It's kind of crazy. Channeling Donkey Kong and fucking, oh my god, spirits, angels. Like, I don't know who is channeling this to me right now, but it is really funny and really crazy at the same time. I just want to just die laughing. That was just hilarious. Wow. Wow. Okay. Okay, so yeah, the divine feminines are in hunt mode. They're in hunting mode. They're hunting. Okay, and this is mirroring energy between the divine masculine and divine feminine. The end of this justifies the means, though. The end justifies the means, but today's prey will be tomorrow's hunter, and vice versa. So I've got the Six of Wands. With the Six of Wands next to the Knight of Swords, I've got touching, the magic of the hare and the dove, growing closer, growing apart, deluding, confirming. Every game of pleasure must end, and doubts must be dispelled. So the divine feminine is trying to dispel her doubts about whether this union is going to happen or not, and whether or not her divine masculine is going to come in and take care of her needs. Okay, but what she doesn't know, what the divine feminine does not know is that the divine masculine is watching her. He's watching her, and he's seeing her. He's seeing her in her Empress energy, and she is radiant. Okay, she's on fire. And she's inviting him. He's seeing the invitation. And he's only wishing. Right now. He's wishing. She's wishing. It's like the divine feminine. The divine feminine is not only wishing, she's thinking the same thing about her divine masculine. She's watching him, but the divine masculine is also watching her. So this is pretty amazing. They're loving each other. They're feeling it. They're both needing each other. They're longing for each other. They're yearning. The King of Chalices is watching. Divine feminine. That's pretty saucy. He's just afraid. He's afraid to come forward. King of Pentacles. He's afraid to come forward to her just yet. She's still in this energy. Like, he can feel her in this energy right here. And so if divine feminines have not heard from their divine masculines yet about this intimacy going on between them. This is probably why they're still working out the energy. Okay. So I'm going to move forward to the divine masculine's energy. We're going to see what's going on in the divine masculine's head. What's going on in his head? What's going on in his fantasy lands? What is going on in divine masculine's fantasy land? Okay. First of all, we're going to find out what's going on in their overall energy. It's going to give us an indication of why they're thinking what they're thinking. So the divine feminine, she was clearing out energy, learning how to get a better understanding of the different, not only what's going on, but within the dynamic of the relationship, or whichever relationship is presenting itself to her right now. Okay. She's longing for love. She's thinking about it. She's fantasizing. Well, yeah, they're all fantasizing about each other. Divine masculines, divine feminines are fantasizing. Sorry, they told me to shut up for a second. Okay, that card fell out, so I'm going to use it. Divine masculines are mirroring divine feminines in their overall energy. Okay, with the fulfillment card. This is what they're seeking. Divine masculines are seeking fulfillment. That card flipped, so I'm going to take it. They're seeking fulfillment through gaining confidence that they need to gain within themselves. All right, so they're bringing a message. Okay, so they're finding fulfillment within themselves to gain the confidence to bring forward a message to the high priestess of fire, and she is the priestess of spirit. Okay, that was pretty simple. Okay, because the divine masculine does not want to feel trapped anymore. And underneath that energy, he's getting over differences. He's getting over that. He's getting over the deceit. And he's finding healing. Same as the divine feminine. Why this would be more extensive, obviously, because the masculines are a little bit deeper. They don't express as much emotion as we do. So I'm obviously understanding that's why they wanted to, yeah. Okay, so technically this is going to be the bottom of the deck, and this is going to be the overall energy, okay, for the divine masculines. Focus. The divine masculines are trying to find focus through their healing work, okay, because they are overcoming obstacles of differences. They're overcoming obstacles of deceit, and they are also overcoming obstacles of feeling trapped. Okay, and they're trying to free themselves of that energy. Okay, because the divine masculine is now going through that same phase of feeling trapped where the divine feminine was once feeling trapped. This was just a few months ago, not just a few weeks ago. And some different waves of people are going through it now. But yeah, The divine masculine is finding fulfillment in understanding the differences between himself and others, and not only that, coming to the point where he's going to learn to listen to others' opinions rather than just assuming that his own opinions are more important. Okay, this is about understanding that while you have an opinion, everybody else has a different opinion, and that it's okay that the differences of opinion may actually come together to form a whole concept of wisdom. Okay, when you're bringing things together, the divine masculine is fulfilling himself in this understanding. He is now gaining the confidence to move through after a period of deceitful times. The message coming through is that he's no longer wanting to be trapped in the situation. Okay, even the high priestess of fire. I actually want to read these cards. So, we have 20, 42, 45, 5, 36, 38, 34, 21. So 38 here we have 11, 6, 10, 9. Let's see. We have an 11 here, 9, 2 nines, 8, 8, infinity. This is a sign that all your needs are being met. He feels like he's close to his goals. Yeah, the divine masculine now understands that he's meant to have a rich and satisfying life, and that all of the experiences that are offered to him, he's finding that overcoming his differences is becoming a place. It's bringing him to a place of fulfillment. Okay, so he's confident. He's now gaining the confidence through the past deceit. In the House of Night, there's one who's betrayed herself and all those who looked up to her. Yeah. I warn about deceit. There will be a price to pay for betrayal in all forms. Only you know how much it will cost. That said, only the energy of betrayal can be seductive. I am stronger. You are forewarned. Okay, so the divine masculine knows that with forewarning, the behaviors that he's exhumed in the past, he cannot do that anymore. And so he's gone through these things where it's given him the confidence to actually move forward and come out of this trapped energy. A message is coming. Maybe someone will text you something nice, and he might be coming forward with a text message soon. He might let you know with a phone call or maybe a letter. He will send a sign to you in nature, regardless of what the. At some point, when will point him in the right direction. A message is coming about the priestess of fire. Oh, you don't know about that. Okay, that's going to tell me everything. It's going to tell me everything. Whenever she arrives, she reminds you of your ability to create your own reality and choose how you channel your energy. If you're restless, call upon the High Priestess of Fire for inspiration and joy. She'll release you from the trap of boredom. Fire brings warmth and light, but it also burns, and she is allowed to get out of control. Spend your energy creatively, not impulsively. So the divine masculine is not going to move forward impulsively. He's going to take his time. Okay, because he is healing. Okay, and he's trying to get focused. Okay, so that's basically what the message of the oracles is trying to say. He's trying to get focused. He's going through healing. But This is the overall energy, guys. Okay, let's step in. Let's tap into the divine masculines. What are his thoughts of intimacy? What is divine masculine fantasying about right now in these now moments? What are his dreams? What are his fantasies? What is divine masculine really thinking about when it comes to the divine feminine? We want to know those deepest, darkest thoughts. Okay. I hope they're not entirely dark. I just want them to be entirely hot. Okay, so I can give you guys this down low on what is going on in the divine masculine's headspace when it comes to when he's thinking about you, and when he's dreaming about you, when he's fantasizing about you, what is he thinking about divine feminine? Woo! I swore I saw a card flip over. Swore it. Anyway. Spirit, what is divine masculine thinking about divine feminine when it comes to intimacy? Oh my gosh, guys. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh. We got the Ace of Wands. Oh, he's just watching her sleep. She doesn't even know it. He is so loving her. He is loving on her so much, man. The passion for her he's feeling is there's these two lovers in this picture and they're inflamed. He knows divine feminine, his twin flame. He's watching her. He's loving her. Oh my God. He's trying to wake her ass up. He's trying to love on her. And then, he's moving into King of Cups energy. He is all feeling lovey-dovey when he's thinking about his divine feminine. He can feel, I don't know, he can feel the pain of not being with her. And there's Queen of Pentacles again. He's trying to master this, thing in himself where everything about the material plane has got to be more important. And he's realizing that there are more important things than material shit. And he's thinking about his divine feminine. He's wanted to kiss the ground she walks on. Woo! He's wanting to have those intimate dinners with her. This is what's going on in his headspace. He's thinking about planning things. Maybe not getting too attached right there off the bat. He's also feeling very nostalgic. Six of Cups. Okay, and then we have the Nine of Wands again. And that's in his heart space. And we have the Nine of Pentacles. Okay. Man, he's like worshiping the divine feminine right now in his thoughts. Seeing her as the goddess that she is. And he would even go so far as to snip a locket of her hair just so he could have it with him all the time. Whoa. Yeah. There's love making, heartbreaking. No more heartbreaking, but he's wanting love making. He's wanting to give her the Ten of Pentacles. And he's the King of Wands. He knows that this love is important. He's protective over it. He is protective over it. All right, so we'll get a couple cards to clarify the headspace. And there's that Five of Cups again in his headspace. And then there's that Six of Pentacles again in his headspace. Wow. They really are mirroring each other. So horrible. Y'all, I'm trying to read and you're just telemarketers. You don't want anything from me but to take my money, and I don't want to give my money to you. Sorry, guys. All right. Okay, and he's got strength on his side too. He's trying really hard to stay strong right now because he's really missing his feminine. He's really missing his Empress, man. He's thinking about her. He knows that invitation is there and he wants it. Man, does he want it. He's the Knave of Wands. Oof. He wants to wrap her up in ecstasy here on that tree. I know he does. Man. Yeah, he wants to give her the world. Ooh, the world. Oh, because he's thinking about union. He's actually thinking about this. This was something Divine Masculine didn't think about in the past. He's thinking about it now. He's thinking about it really heavy. Oof. Mm-hmm. Loving her. Loving her. Okay, so overall, let's see what's going on. Okay, translate these messages. Got the Ace of Wands. Okay, you got Union. The Divine Masculine is thinking about Union. Abandon the magic of the statues in the fire. Okay, so that's what's in the fire back there in the background. Statues of the lovers. Okay. Abandon is the surrender to oneself, one losing likeness to enter into something greater. He's actually contemplating this. He's contemplating losing a part of himself that he's grown very attached to and very accustomed to, so that he can move forward with the divine feminine that he is thinking about. This might have something that, like I said, this might have been something that he might not have contemplated in the past, but he's sure as shit contemplating it now because all he can think about is waking this feminine up and making love to her. Like he wants to make mad, passionate love to this woman. This is also a feeling that he's harbored for quite some time. For quite some time. It's like he doesn't even want to let her get any sleep because he's not sleeping. If he's not sleeping, she's not sleeping. And if they're not sleeping, they're going to be making love. And that's just the way that he's feeling about this stuff in his mind. You know, if they're awake, they're making love. And if he's awake, he's trying to wake her up to make love to her. And he wants it. He wants that something that is much greater because that's all he can think about. He can think about how the past treated her in the past. Okay. Memories. The magic of parchment. A portrait reminds us of those who are only distant memories. It may revive a desire for an ex and destroy blocks of the past. He may be holding on to pictures of you guys or pictures of you guys or something that you guys have memories about. He may be looking about the pictures. He may be hiding them from other people. Because he's trying to keep this thing a secret. He's been trying to keep this thing a secret, but he's at the point where he doesn't want to keep it a secret anymore because there are no secrets. Okay, and he's starting to understand this. There are no secrets between divine masculine and divine feminine, especially if you're twin flames. There are no secrets that you hold from each other. I don't give a shit how stubborn you are. Your divine feminine and your divine masculine are going to know what you're thinking. They're going to know what you're feeling. So it's kind of hard to hide it now, isn't it? Just saying. Every time you both think about each other, especially if you're twin flames, if you're thinking about each other, you're thinking, if you're, especially if you're looking back on the past and you're seeing how things have played out, you're like, yeah, he's always been the one, or yeah, she's always been the one. This has always been the one. And you're getting the big picture of that right now. Divine masculines. You know who it is. Stop playing. Okay, so with the Knight of Chalices or with the King of Chalices, we have satisfaction. The Divine Masculine feels satisfied when he thinks about his Divine Feminine. The love that he has for her makes him feel satisfied. It makes him feel fulfilled. It's the magic of the spiced tea. A transparent and harmonious relationship must be fueled by surprises, awe, and constant bantering. Okay, so for divine feminines watching, if you're trying to figure out why you can't keep his attention, it's because he needs spontaneity. He needs the spontaneous, you know, he needs these spontaneous adventures in his life. This is if you guys are together. If you guys are not together, You got to find a way to spice it up a little bit. Okay, because the ways that you've gone about drawing this divine masculine in the past are not going to work this time. You can't just show him a taste of it and then not give it to him, for one. Especially you guys have been holding out. That's what he's thinking about it. He's thinking about just getting a taste and then wanting all of it, but not ever getting all of it. He's wanting that. That's what he's thinking about his headspace. The separation or the distance between him and the feminine. He's also thinking about the distance there. He's thinking about how balanced he wants to become, and he's thinking about how he doesn't want to lose himself either in the situation because he's been brokenhearted in the past and he's feeling left out of the cold. But he's also trying to find balance, and he's watching the divine feminine. He is watching her. He is fantasizing about her. He is missing her. He is thinking about the time that they've spent together, that he wants to spend more time with her. He wants a more intimate, more deep relationship with her at this point. That's all he can think about. So the Nine of Pentacles down here is saying that, this is a card of Dominion again. Okay, reserve and discretion bear secret, wild, and powerful loves in which two people nourish each other. He's thinking about this love. It has sustained him. It is nourishing him even in the times when they're apart. He is thinking about that. He's thinking about that very heavily right now. And he's thinking about caressing the feminine with a situation. He's trying to remove the blockage of doubt that he has, and he's got to resolve it. He knows that he needs to resolve it because he's missing her. He wants to bring forth this magic. He's wanting this love, this nourishing love that the divine feminine has for him. He's craving it. And with the Ten of Pentacles right behind it, you've got desire. He's desiring the divine feminine. And he knows that he must love himself in the process, because how else will he love his divine feminine if he can't love himself? He knows this. And this is what he's working on in his heart space, to find balance. He's working to find balance within, because he knows that he can't come to divine feminine and not be full of love for himself, because how else is he going to love her? He wants to be the King of Wands. He's got that passion and that fire ignited within his soul for her. He's embracing her thoughts, commitment. He's thinking about commitment and the mutual determination that you offer to each other. And he's also thinking about the strength and the ability to create the divine feminine brings to the table. He's thinking about all of this right now. So he's fantasizing quite a bit about union. All right, and then you have at the bottom of the deck, you've got the Knave of Wands. So he's trying to get over his abandonment issues. He has to look beyond the appearances to see the essence of the feelings that he has for the divine feminine. So that makes a lot of sense. He's really contemplating this relationship. He's really contemplating this love, this desire that he has within his soul, because he can fantasize. He's fantasizing about it all day. All day, I dream about sex. It's not just about the sex, though. It's about the intimacy that they can share. The feelings that the divine feminine makes him feel. He's craving that. He needs to be loved and nourished, and he's feeling just as much as the divine feminine is feeling. So this is concluding the reading, the intimacy read for the divine masculines and divine feminines. They're heavily feeling each other. I hope that you guys like this video. If you have any questions, you can feel free to email me at pearlofthesea13@gmail.com. You can follow me on Instant Go, where I have my services for counseling. I can counsel I do lots of different things, guys. I tap into different kinds of energies. I do lots of different kinds of energy exchanges. I do lots of kinds of reads. So the prices for the readings start out at $33.33. So if you guys want personal readings, you can email me and I can give you a list or a description of the readings and the services that I actually offer. So, not to worry about that all here on YouTube, but you can follow me on Instant Go. You can find me through my handle, which is Brandini Mojo, or you can find me through my name, Brandy Dye, at instantgo.com, or um, you can find me on Instagram through Brandini Mojo. You can find me on Facebook through Brandy Dye. You can find me on Instant. Um, yeah, I already said all that. But anyway, yeah, like I said, if you want a personal read, you can message me through my email address and I can give you a list of my services. I can tell you how long I've been doing this, how long I've been at it, and what I can offer for you. So if you're interested, please just send me a message. If you have liked this video, please like the video. Please let me know what you liked about it, what you didn't like about it. I'm up to constructive criticism as long as we're staying positive here. I really just want to grow this channel and bring to you guys the best possible messages, the clearest messages for the highest good. So if you have any suggestions about the kind of reads that you'll like to see me do, please drop me a comment. And if you're really loving this and really digging my vibe, please share my videos if you feel like anybody else could resonate with them, because this is for the Divine Collective. And I really, really want to share. So I want to thank you. I want to send you love and light. I want to thank you for watching. Thank you to all my new subscribers once again. I appreciate you. And so until tomorrow, I'll probably come back again tomorrow with I'm probably gonna come back tomorrow with the horoscope reads, guys. I know I've been a little delayed in those, but I'm trying to figure out how I want to do them. So I'm gonna brainstorm about that tonight, and then I'm gonna come with you guys. I'm gonna come with the horoscope reads to you guys for tomorrow. I may actually do a thing and do them individually. So, but stay tuned, guys. Much love and light from Brandini Mojo to Rowan Spirit Messages.